So this generosity moment is focused around Habitat for Humanity and a special Lenten emphasis that we'll have related to Habitat. As many of you know, for many years we've been talking in Chapel Hill and in Orange County about affordable housing. 75% of existing housing in Chapel Hill is too expensive for people whose income falls below the median line. So that is to say that $64,500 a year for a family of four, 75% of our housing is unaffordable for that income level. If you were working a minimum wage job, you'd have to work 141 hours a week to be able to afford the average rent in Chapel Hill per month. And so Habitat for Humanity has been working for over a decade to create solutions for affordable housing here in our area. It started with the purchase of a 32-acre plot of land located near East Chapel Hill High School, and it has been approved for building. It's the Weavers Grove community, and they've begun construction of Weavers Grove, preparing the area. In fact, a few years ago, our youth helped to clear part of the area in preparation for this community. Weavers Grove will be a mixed income development. Mixed income developments have shown great positive promise for both the economic but also the social outcomes of residents who live in those communities. And so Weavers Grove will have 237 housing units. There'll be a mix of homes and townhouses and duplexes and condominiums. And I'm so excited about this community because we here at our church talk about the achievement and opportunity gaps in our Chapel Hill Carborough schools. And we realize that it takes a multi-layered, multifaceted approach to begin to mitigate those challenges for a student. And there are two things that rank at the top of the list to help students as they engage in their work day to day, and one is housing security and the other is food insecurity. So housing insecurity and food insecurity are a great challenge for students as they're trying to sit in a classroom and focus. And so we're excited about the opportunity that this Weavers Grove community provides for housing security for residents here in our area. But it's also going to have other things. It's going to have walking trails and parks, and there's a community center that is going to be built there as well that'll have community partners engaged in that community center, one of which being the YMCA, as they'll have K through 5 after-school mentoring and literacy programs each day in the Weavers Grove Community Center. And so our local faith community has come together and said that we want to be a part of building this community center. And so we've given ourselves a goal of raising across 3 years, this year and the next two, across 3 years collectively $250,000 to go toward the building of this community center. So churches like Chapel of the Cross and University Presbyterian and University Baptist and Christ UUMC and St. Thomas More Catholic Church and so many other churches in town, including Amity and Kindred and University Methodist, have joined together or joining together in this effort. And here locally within our church, we have a goal of raising across 3 years a total of $50,000 toward this community center. And so that's giving above and beyond our budget. And so that's roughly the goal of raising $17,000 during these 3 years during the season of Lent for this effort. So trying to raise during this Lenten season 17, and then the next two 17 as well. This is a big goal, but we think we can do it, especially when we look at what we did as we collected our churches together to support the Service Learning Center here during the pandemic. We are establishing this goal and want everyone to know about this goal today, and we're committed to it. Now, I will say and remind that this is giving above and beyond budget. We're at a time, and we'll talk about this more at our town hall meeting next week, we're at a time where our giving has been slightly below, or been below projection for this time of year. And so we talked about this, and we've been praying about it. We said, our congregation is a generous congregation, and we believe that as we communicate things clearly and as we set goals, our congregation always rises to the task. And so we said we're going to keep on moving forward with our peer faith communities in town and say we're still going to move forward in this fundraising effort. And so I'd encourage you to give toward this Weaver's Grove campaign. You can find in our drop-down menu online, there's a line that says Weaver's Grove, and so you can give directly to that effort each and every Sunday during this time. And we hope that we'll be able to raise $17,000 this year to go toward this overall $50,000 commitment, internal commitment that we're trying to make here at our church. We're really excited about the Weaver's Grove community. Every time I look at the plans, every time I go out there, I'm excited about what it means for Chapel Hill, and I'm excited that we can be a part of it with other faith communities. I want to give a special shout out this morning to Jennifer Player. She's the president and CEO of Habitat for Humanity here in Orange County. She's a part of our online congregation this morning. Jennifer is a member here, and she's helping to lead this effort. In our last sermon series, we talked about connecting our faith and our work, and it's wonderful to see the ways that Jennifer and so many others that she works with at Habitat for Humanity seek to integrate faith and work each and every day as they create wonderful housing solutions for people in the midst of our county. We think about people like her, and we think about people like President Jimmy Carter, who we're all praying for him and his family as he's in hospice care now. And the wonderful work that Habitat does for so many people all across our community and all across our country. And so we hope that we can make a positive difference in the lives of those who will live in the Weaver's Grove community. And so as we enter into this time of offering again, you can find ways to give right there in your bulletin, or you can leave your offering in one of the baskets on the way out of the sanctuary this morning. May we give with glad and generous hearts.